dolls, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, it is Life with Elle. I'm either Elle or Lynn, whatever you prefer. For those returning dolls, welcome back. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Before you do anything, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and like this video and we will get started for the day. Dolls, I'm so excited about what we're doing and where we're going today. That's where I'm starting from. The car, if you remember in my last video, I talked about the 23 things, the 23 things from 2022 that I was bringing into 2023. And one of them was the body contouring I've been doing since last October. It's called Body Cavitation. Well, that's where we are going now. I am taking you along with me for my weekly session. I can't wait for you to meet Tiera, learn about her business, and what body contouring is. Again, this is not for everybody. If, you don't believe in, these type of treatments or, whatever your feelings about are, if you have a negative sort of slant towards this, go ahead and just, scroll to another video of mine and watch that. But if you're interested, stay with me. We're going to film the whole process. I'm going to talk to her about how she got into this business. And dolls, I'm going to tell you, this will be really vulnerable for me because you're going to actually see me going through the process. And I know some people will be like, why is she showing? Why is she doing this? It's personal. Keep it to herself. You know what? Some things we don't talk about and people want to learn more about it. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I am at a point in my life where I'm comfortable and confident in what the decisions I make for myself and the lifestyle I want to live in terms of an internally healthy lifestyle and those aesthetic and more outward things I want to do. So some of you on the last video I asked, did you want to see it? You said you did. So that's what we are going to do, dolls. I am super excited, and yeah, I'm taking you with me, and I will see you when we get inside. We're almost there. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, so what are we doing today? We are doing cavitation. Cavitation is a way to reduce inches off of whatever area of the body that we're working on. So in this case, we're working on the stomach. So we are trying to burn fat in the stomach area. So let me ask you, Miss Lynn.
Yes.
How does it feel?
You don't feel anything. You don't feel anything at all. It's comfortable. Mm-hmm. It's, in a way, it's like a massage. Mm-hmm. It's relaxing. No feeling at all.
Awesome. Yeah. And then what about downtime? You have any downtime with this?
None. None at all. None at all. The only thing I'm mindful of is drinking a lot of water afterwards to help flush out all the toxins and the fat cells we've broken down. But, other than that, it's great.
And that is very important. You want to drink a lot of water when you're doing this procedure. You want to stay consistent with your sessions. Generally, people need anywhere from 8 to 12 sessions. Some people need more. It just depends on how quickly your body is eliminating what we're breaking up.
Cool. So what is it? We don't want to give away the store, but what is it that's used to break down the fat cells?
Yep, so we use low frequency sound waves to help break up fat cells, liquefy them, and then you eliminate it by way of waste.
Got it. And I know people see the cavitation machine, but we are doing actually two things at once, quite frankly. So there's something underneath me working on that stubborn, back area that a lot of us have that's here and a little bit up. And what is this with the red light?
Yep, so we are doing a little bit of red light therapy. This is laser lipo. It is helping to reduce fat on the back as well, while we're also working on the stomach.
Love it, love it. So basically, it's a non-invasive series of lipo treatments.
Absolutely. Everything that we do here is going to be non-invasive. We're not going to go into the body for anything. With non-invasive treatment, it just means that you have to stay consistent. You have to do work outside of your body. So you want to make sure you're drinking water. You want to make sure that you're, exercising and eating correctly as well. Now, I don't like to starve my customers, so I tell you to eat in moderation.
Yes. And she even allows me to have little treat days here and there, not overdo it. But I really think just the water is the main thing. Like, you
Absolutely.
can't do this and then just go home and, not do anything. You can't just be completely sedentary, and you can't go home and eat pasta every day.
Absolutely.
Not that pasta isn't good sometimes, but you can't do it every day.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So
and when you're coming in for your treatment, it's just good to not eat an hour prior to getting the treatment and an hour after. After that, you're good to go.
So I haven't eaten since last night, but what I did do, I drank water. I brought water with me, and I drank a big cup of bone broth this morning, because bone broth is so good for you for a number of reasons, to stimulate collagen growth and all of those things. So that I feel comfortable right now. Don't feel really hungry or anything like that. So the question that all my dolls want to know is this for everybody? Because I don't want to. Everybody's body is different. My body's different than your body, the next young lady over here, her body. So is it for everybody? And who is, I hate to use the word, a good candidate, because everybody's different, but what do you think?
So a good candidate is going to be someone who is going to consistently follow the program. And it's going to be someone who doesn't have any health conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really have any health conditions. So high blood pressure, diabetes, any metal inside of the body, just to name a few. And we can go into details if you guys contact us.
Mm-hmm.
But anyone can get it. It's really designed for a person who has a little pudge versus someone who has a larger pudge.
Mm-hmm.
However, it will eliminate fat for anyone.
And the thing that I've noticed a decrease in some of the fat, but it also sculpts as well, right?
Yes.
So you're not just rubbing that in any direction for any reason.
Absolutely not. So we are helping to sculpt the body. One thing about being a body contouring specialist, I'm able to look at someone's body and know where to focus the machine on for their particular stomach. Some people carry weight in the top of their stomach. Some people carry weight in the bottom of their
Mm-hmm.
stomach. So you really just want to get with a specialist that knows what they're doing.
Got it. And you can do more than the stomach and the back. Are there other areas you can do?
Yeah, so people come and get their thighs done. Stomach is definitely the number one place that people get this done on. But you can get your thighs done. You can get your arms done. It really just, it's up to you.
Got it. And dolls, it really feels good. It's a treatment. It's a treatment basically, but it's also kind of like a spa experience. To me, it is. I think it's also partially how you have the atmosphere set up, and it's not super bright light, but there's good lighting, but it's very relaxing, and you always have the best music playing.
Thank you.
And all that good stuff. So, yeah.
And so, guys, if you're interested in cavitation with me, my name is Tiera. This is Dear Body Skincare and Body Contouring. We've been located on 16 West 25th Street since 2019. So we've been doing this for a little while.
In an area called Black Wall Street. We
Black
could talk
Wall
about
Street.
that.
Yes, yes, yes.
We could talk about that. So this is just the first part. So dolls, we'll be back shortly because we do want them to see the wood therapy, which is my favorite thing. My favorite thing. So.
right, guys, so this part of the procedure is the skin tightening part, and this also helps to tighten the skin but also contour the body as well. This part does not hurt either.
No. No.
Most people find it relaxing.
Very relaxing. Very. So one of the things I didn't mention was that the first time I came, you measured me and you took pictures, and we haven't done anything yet, retake. No, we did retake when I started doing my back. Because, dolls, I'm doing 3 pieces. I'm doing my stomach, my back, and then eventually I'll move to like my thighs a little bit and have some of that done. So yeah, you can see your progress as you go along, which is a good thing.
You can definitely see your progress.
We can. Mr. said I've made progress. So, but it really is sticking with the plan. Like, you just can't be renegade with this either. It's like a spa treatment. And one of the benefits to me is that there's no downtime, and if your schedule allows, you can do this in the middle of your workday and go right back to the office or, whatever you need to do without any problems.
A lot of my customers want their lunch break because they want to take a nap.
That's what I was going to say. So the one thing that we haven't done that I am going to, you have add-ons, and it is the sauna. What is it called? The
sauna detox.
The sauna detox, and it just helps do a little bit more to cut down on those inches. So I think I'm going to add that one time too.
Yeah, the sauna detox is great for jump starting your weight loss goals because it's going to help you burn calories. It's going to help you sweat out that water weight. So if you're trying to drop a quick 5 pounds, that's what your sauna detox is going to be great for. But it also helps to tone the body as well.
Okay.
So
I'm all about a tone and a detox.
And then those people who are suffering from any pain or inflammation in the body, you can do the sauna detox as well.
Really?
So different settings are for different things. One setting may be to help jumpstart your weight loss, but another setting may just be for pain relief.
Okay. So some of us dolls of a certain age, it may have some creaks and cracks in the knees.
Yep.
Right? Okay. It is super relaxing. There's nothing painful about it. The fun part's coming up. My favorite part's coming up. Absolutely. Do other people say this is their favorite part?
Everybody laughed on this part.
Really?
I'm so ticklish. I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, okay.
Dolls, this is my favorite part coming up. The wood therapy, I love it. It feels so, so good. And if you are a little ticklish, but it just feels good. You feel like it's doing that extra bit that we need. And I guess each instrument is for something different, right?
Yeah, so some pieces are to break down fat. Some pieces are to really sculpt the body. Some pieces are good for tightening the body.
This is like the best massage you've ever had. I call this the bell. I don't know, it looks like a bell to me, like a bell.
So this is what we call, even though you call it a bell, we call it cupping.
Cupping, right. And don't they do this?
This is the wood cup.
Okay. This feels so good. I've seen this done on the back, right? The cupping, where they pull some of the toxins out of you. But this is just a different way of doing it, right?
Yep. So wood therapy, that's going to be a natural way of eliminating fat from the body. And then it's also a natural form of lymphatic drainage.
And for those that don't know, what is lymphatic drainage?
So a lot of times, what can happen in the body, we can swell, we could be full of fluid, and what ends up happening is if we drain that fluid, you may notice some interest lost from your waistline. A lot of those people who go and get surgery, they come in typically to get lymphatic drainage massages because after surgeries, your body goes through trauma, and generally your body helps with trauma by creating fluid that pulls into areas of your body, and we have to manually drain those.
Right.
So this is cavitation and wood therapy, but those people who are looking for post-op massages, you can also come here as well.
Awesome. And just about this point in the treatment, I start feeling like I have to go to the ladies' room because the toxins are starting to want to eliminate themselves, right?
Yep.
If you've done what you're supposed to do and drink your water and all that stuff beforehand.
Absolutely. So you may have an increase, but it is all normal.
And the whole treatment takes about how long?
So your treatment is going to be anywhere from 30 minutes to 50 minutes. Really just depends on what add-ons you're putting in.
Right.
So wood therapy is typically an add-on, but sometimes I offer it. It just depends on what it is that we're working on.
Right. So typically, for me, I'm here normally 50 minutes, right? Because I want to get all the things, all the things. And then I would imagine that everybody's response to treatment time is different as well. People's bodies respond in different ways over different time frames, right?
Absolutely. So with cavitation, I mentioned that you typically do anywhere from 8 to 12 sessions. Most people, but some people have to do more than 12 sessions. It just depends on how your body's responding to the treatment. But also, for some people, they may notice results even after up to 6 months after they finish going through their sessions. So you can still be losing inches even though you're not in sessions.
Right.
So,
And one of the main takeaways, don't think that after the first or second treatment, don't do this to yourself. Go home and keep staring in the mirror,
No.
thinking that, because it's like with anything, the results add up over time.
absolutely, it does take time. So I generally tell people around about the 4th session is where you can really start to see results. Of course, if you go through the entire program, is where you're going to see the most results. But around about the 4th session is typical for most.
And for me, I found that my husband saw the results before I did, because, Dolls, you know how critical we are, and we look at ourselves every day in a different way. So, yeah, but you definitely will start seeing it. All right. Hello, 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 dolls. We are back, and I am done. This is Miss Tiera.
Hello.
Without a mask. Beautiful without a mask. And I really, first of all, thank you for doing this. That's the first thing. And I feel so good. But I want you all to learn a little bit about you and like how you got into this business. It is Black History Month, ladies, and we want to support our Black entrepreneurs and promote what they're doing. So I would tell you, dolls, I literally found your business by doing a Google search and read about you and what you said, how you got into this. Just a little bit spoke to me. Very professional. Call me right back for a consultation, but let's hear it from you. So How did you get into this? Because this is not your career trajectory, is it?
It's not. So, my background is in business and marketing. So I do have a degree in business and marketing, but I got involved with this because I wanted to work for myself. And one day I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. What's the girl? Kim.
Okay.
Was getting
Zoe?
Yes.
Zoe.
Yep.
Right.
She was getting a non-invasive treatment. I'm like, what is that? So I started doing my own little research, and I'm like, okay, cavitation, non-invasive. All right, let me get into this. So I started looking throughout Maryland to see who was offering this service, and it wasn't a lot of people doing it. I started in 2019. Wasn't a lot of people doing cavitation then. I went to class, got a license in aesthetics, did a couple of certifications in body contouring, and 2023, here we are.
Okay, so there were a lot of steps between there, I'm sure, because now you're in your own business. We could talk about that in a minute, but I always try to bring a little like takeaway for the ladies too. What were you doing before? Because it's a leap to go from your safe space. You are a Howard University graduate, right?
Yes.
And to go from what you got your degree in to decide to, one, be an entrepreneur and to move in a totally different direction. So what were you doing before?
So before I worked for the state of Maryland, I worked in the within the health department.
Okay.
For the state of Maryland, and that was a job.
Right.
it
wasn't a passion.
It wasn't a passion. So I just really got tired of going to work.
Right.
I got tired of being in that field. It wasn't my customers, because I did work with the public, but it wasn't them. It was just, management at the time and different things. You know how it is sometimes.
Right.
And not to bash anything, not to bash the health department or anything like that, but it just wasn't a passion for me. Right? So when my girlfriend of mine gave me a call and said, hey, you know what I think we should do? We should do body contour. I was like, girl, I'm already started on it. And so that's how I got involved. That's how my best friend got involved with me. So, we both went to school together, and then we decided to open up Dear Body.
So the good thing, though, is your degree was in marketing.
My degree is in marketing.
So you need that to open a business and all that. So there were some transferable things, right?
Absolutely. Even learning how to work with employees.
Right.
Because we do hire staff here. We do have assistants here. So my job gave me some good benefits as well. It taught me how to be organized. It taught me how to, work with my staff. But yeah, I took a lot away from my job. I also took a lot away from my degree because
business plan, getting customers, all of that.
Absolutely.
So obviously you have a passion for women and helping women be beautiful.
Yes.
Or feel beautiful, because it's not just an outward. Dolls, we know it's just not outward, but it's how we feel on the inside as well. So
Absolutely.
I always say, like, when you go to the hairstylist or your spa, it's like therapy, right?
It is. It is definitely therapy for you and for me.
Right.
Like I tell my customers a lot.
Right.
Like, you
and
know
we
my
talk. Right. And we
you
talk.
know my life. So yeah, I definitely have a passion for women in general. And I feel like, a lot of people are always like, why are you doing this? Or why are you getting that done? Or why? Like, I believe that if there is something that you don't like, change it. And sometimes it could be simple, simple things that you can do to make changes. And I do offer those simple techniques of, what to eat,
Right.
What to drink,
Right.
What service may be good for you. I'm not a type of person that's going to give a person a service that's not going to be helpful to them.
Right.
So I definitely have a passion for helping people and for being in shape and getting things together. Guys, I just had a baby.
Right. I was gonna say
I'm gonna be back.
And the little one is how old now?
He's 8 months.
Okay. So she is on the countdown from the breastfeeding.
Yes.
So then she can do her thing. But she looks beautiful anyway.
Thank you.
So, all right. I know that, I don't know, but I feel like sometimes body treatments whether invasive or non-invasive,
Mhm.
particularly in our community, are frowned upon sometimes. That, you know, I'll just say black women are like, you know, this is how you were made, that's what other women do, and why are you trying to do that, and that's bougie, you know, all of those things. Did you hear that when you first started?
Listen, I am bougie, honey. So give me all the treatments.
All the treatments. All the treatments.
You do hear that. You do hear that a lot. But what I find that I want to say 2020 was the year for black women to start doing more things for themselves. I think the pandemic kind of shine light on different things for us. So we kind of started, you know, eating better, getting healthy. Some people decided to do surgery and get their bodies together. Other people decide to go the non-invasive way. So I think that now we're kind of waking up and realizing that self-care is important. And we want to look good and we want to feel good. And so we do things that make us look and feel good. So it's not about being bougie. It's about self-care. It's about how you perceive yourself, what it is that you want. We're not worried about anybody else. What do you want?
Exactly. And the other thing is, which I didn't know till today, you have a really diverse clientele.
Absolutely.
So I know I've seen a little young lady in here one time, but your clientele goes to the dolls of a certain age, like myself, and a little bit older, and like all races, ethnicities.
Absolutely. We have a diverse, even male and female clients. You know, it's very diverse. All ethnicities, male, female, whatever. You all are welcome. All are welcome.
And so a couple myths. A lot of people say it can be expensive. It can be a little pricey. But we pick and choose what we want to do. And then the myth, this is the one I deal with, and I said we're going to talk about. Body size necessarily does not equate to, not, you know, what people see is what is different from what you see. So people say to me all the time, you're itty bitty, why do you need it? But just because you present one way in your clothes does not mean that you can be an itty bitty like me and still have some areas, cellulite, fat pockets, skin, that, right?
Yep, absolutely. Size isn't the problem, right? A lot of people with clothes on, we look a certain way with clothes on, right? How do I want to look with my clothes off? Because I see myself every day. Right. So if I have some rolls that I want to get rid of, if I have, maybe I might want to take a vacation and be in a bathing suit. I want to look good in my swimsuit. So it's not about whether you're itty bitty, or whether you're large, or whatever size you are. If there is something that you do not like, if there is something that you want to change, we're here to help.
And it's a journey. The thing that I want to say is, this is not a quick fix.
No.
And again, we're reiterating, it doesn't happen in and of itself. So I've got to drink the water. I can't go to the CVS and get potato chips right now.
No.
I cannot.
I do not recommend.
And then, so some of your other services, I know they can't see this, but some of the other services, because, so the hot thing, not necessarily me, but the hot thing, a lot of girls are getting the BBLs. We will get a disclaimer. Do your research before you go and get a BBL. They are not for everybody. Get your health in order.
Make sure you are healthy when you're going to get invasive surgeries.
Of any type.
And then you also want to really make sure that when you go and get your surgery that you have money for your post-op care.
And research who's doing it. You get what you pay for.
Who is doing it, absolutely. There are doctors that come recommended. You guys can give me a call or, email me about different doctors. I can let you know which doctors I found that were really, really good. And it all depends on whether you want to stay here in Maryland or if you wanted to go to Florida to get surgery. It all depends on what you're looking for. But I will say that post-op care
And that's what you do. You take care of the post-op care for the girlies,
absolutely.
right?
That part is very important. It's not enough to just go and get the surgery. How are you going to maintain after you get the surgery? What type of process you're going to use to heal? So you want to make sure you're getting your lymphatic drainage massages. You want to make sure you are wearing your fajas. Fajas are those surgical garments.
I'll go get one.
And Miss Lynn is going to grab one because we do sell those here.
One right
yes,
here?
This girly right here is
Okay.
for the person who has gotten a BBL, who has gotten an arm lipo, and stomach and back lipo.
You want
So
to see this? Let's see.
this
Let's hold it up.
is a faja, guys.
And guys, like, okay, so first of all, this video is not about BBLs,
It's
but
not, it's
because
not.
what we're talking about, if you're going to do any type of treatment, invasive, non-invasive, you got to follow up, and you've got
You
to
have
do.
to follow up.
And part of it is, you know, wearing the faja, and it's, you know, what you said, it's not inexpensive, you know, to do that.
It's not. And just to let you guys know about the faja, anybody can wear it, and it's not just for someone who went and gotten surgery or anything. If you are getting non-invasive treatments, you want to wear some type of faja, a waist trainer, a compression garment.
I wear, okay, excuse me, I'm going to sit you down for a minute. We have to name you. So one of the things that I started doing once I finished the body contouring and the cavitation, you all know Miss Kardashian makes everything, right? But she has a, it's a shapewear piece, and it's a body contouring shapewear piece that's like one piece. I bought the thong one so I can wear it out as well. But when I say it holds you in within the inch of its life, and it also helps with the detox and the contouring. So when I leave here, I'm going to go home and put that on under my clothes and wear it for about a couple hours and, you know, to help the procedure along. So where, you know, vanity be thy name, all of us, but it's more to it than what you see. We're promoting, in addition to the aesthetics of it, we're promoting a healthy lifestyle for any of this.
Absolutely. And you know what a lot of people find, what I find with a lot of my customers is that they do work out. They do eat healthy, but as women, sometimes we have stubborn areas that may just need a little, you know, a little extra, I would say. So that's where you come here and you work on those problem areas. A lot of times our stomach area, especially for those people who may have had children, it gets stubborn after a while. So you may have to come in for a procedure to help move that fat along.
Love it. Love it. So, dog, thank you.
Not
Thank
a
you. Oh, no.
problem.
We have to talk about one last thing.
Okay.
So, where we are physically located.
Okay.
So, we're in Baltimore, and I know that the space you're in, along with your co-tenants, was featured on the news in Baltimore. It's called Black Wall Street, and it's so fitting again because this is the third day of Black History Month, and Black Wall Street is what?
Black Wall Street is just a block of all black businesses. So you have everything on this block. You have tag and titles, you have realtors, hairstylists, people in the tax profession, just different businesses, honestly. And it's a beautiful thing because we're owning some stuff.
Right.
We have businesses, and I love to see it. I love to see it. So we are located 16 West 25th Street. That is Dear Body, Suite 2. Suite 2, don't be confused when you come to the building.
Right.
You would think it is on the second level, but we're actually located on the lower level. So I look forward to you guys coming to see us. If you guys want to schedule an appointment or a consultation, you can go to www.my-dearbody.com, and you can schedule with me. I'm Tiera, or you can schedule with any of the girls here. We look forward to servicing you.
And I will put it on the screen. I'll link it below. And dolls, you're going to want to do this. You are going to want to do this. So thank you.
Not a problem.
Bye. Okay, dolls. It is later on, I'm home, and I just wanted to show you what my stomach looks like now. I'm nervous showing my stomach like this, but if I'm going to go through this journey with you, I am. This is what it looks like post-treatment. I have a little bit more work. If I could just get this like that a little bit. But anyway, that's this is what my stomach looks like now. So what I'll do next is I will put on the Skims, like one-piece sculpting bodysuit, and wear that for a couple hours. I don't normally wear my joggers this low, but I just wanted to give you a sense of what I look like. So yeah, dolls, I will continue on this journey, and I'm a little nervous, like I said, but this is what it is, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.